Do you know that your attitude is the single most powerful predictor of your success? It's not your intelligence, your connections, or even your skills. It's your attitude. And today I'm going to reveal the 7 steps to transforming your attitude and, in turn, your entire life. I will also reveal additional insight you won't hear from many motivational speakers or even psychologists, so listen closely. Your brain can actually rewire itself by making new connections. They call it neuroplasticity. Now, why does this matter? Because it's a big player in shaping how we think and act. The importance of having a positive attitude is backed by science. When you rock that positive vibe, your brain rewards you with feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These chemicals boost your mood and overall well-being. But it doesn't stop there. Studies say people with a positive attitude are very good problem solvers. They think creatively, tackle challenges head-on, and score better outcomes in all sorts of life situations. Having a positive attitude also amps up your social game. You become approachable, likable, and the go-to person for solid relationships and a tight support system. A positive attitude isn't just for the mind. It's a gift to your body, too. Science says it can knock stress down a few notches, lowering the risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and other health problems. Ever heard of the self-fulfilling prophecy? It's real. What you expect is what you get. Attitude sets the stage for your actions, and those actions, they're the script for your outcomes. You want proof that attitude matters? Let's talk underdogs. Sylvester Stallone was a broke nobody sleeping on bus station benches, but he held on to the attitude that his script, Rocky, was gold. He knocked on doors until Hollywood had no choice but to listen. That attitude is the main reason why he's had such an amazing acting career. J.K. Rowling faced rejection on every level in her life, but her attitude, unbreakable. She didn't let her circumstances define her, and now Hogwarts stands as a testament to her attitude's power. Audrey Hepburn. She realized early on in her Hollywood career that her fame could be a platform for doing good in this world. She once said, "As you grow older, you will discover that you have 2 hands, one for helping yourself, the other for helping others." She could have just coasted on fame. Instead, she immersed herself in humanitarian work. She touched so many lives. Her legacy? It's not just her movies. It's the impact she made when the cameras weren't rolling. She didn't wait for the world to change. She rolled up her sleeves and dove into the trenches. Oprah Winfrey. Growing up poor and facing adversity, Oprah's attitude was her launch pad. She said, "The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams." Her attitude didn't settle for ordinary, and look where it landed her. Malala Yousafzai. She survived an assassination attempt and kept fighting for girls' education. Malala's attitude? Unbreakable determination. She once said, "When the whole world is silent, even one voice becomes powerful." That attitude of speaking up for what's right has made her voice thunder across the globe. Your attitude shapes your thoughts, which shape your actions, which shape your destiny. It's a chain reaction or a spiral of despair. You decide. Enough examples. You want to switch gears and change your life? Here's the blueprint I promised. Step 1. Cut the BS. Look yourself in the mirror and acknowledge where you're at. But don't park there. Embrace your starting point. Step 2. Upgrade your vocab. Toss out those can'ts and won'ts. Replace them with will and must. Words have power. Use them wisely. Step 3. Upgrade your friendships. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, not drag you down. Remember, you're the average of your crew. Your company influences your journey. Step 4. Visualize and own it. Close your eyes and see your success. Feel it, smell it, taste it. Feel the energy. Believe it's not a matter of if, but when. Step 5. Fail forward. See failure as a comma, not a period. Each stumble is a stepping stone toward self-improvement. Embrace the lessons it offers. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. That's attitude. Step 6. Gratitude is your superpower. Start and end your day with gratitude. No matter how rough it gets, find something to be thankful for. Step 7. Daily attitude workout. Just as you pump iron to build muscles, exercise your attitude muscles daily. Catch a negative thought. Crush it with a positive one. Rinse and repeat until your attitude flexes. And here are some game-changing tips that you don't hear a lot about. Own your dark side. Look, we all got that shadow lurking within. Those doubts, fears, and not so shiny parts, they're part of you. Embrace them. Shifting attitude ain't about pasting on a fake smile. It's about accepting your whole self, the bright and the messy. That's how you create a rock-solid, real attitude shift. Practice radical acceptance. While positive thinking has its merits, it's equally important to practice radical acceptance of circumstances beyond your control. This means acknowledging that life isn't always rainbows and unicorns. By accepting what you cannot change, you free up mental energy to focus on what you can control and adapt your attitude accordingly. Show your vulnerable side. Real strength comes from owning your vulnerability. Admit your fears, your doubts, your struggles. That's not weakness, it's fierce authenticity. Opening up connects you with others on a whole new level and sparks an attitude shift that screams, "I'm real and I'm a force to be reckoned with." Flip the script with mental gymnastics. Attitude's not just positive thinking, it's about flipping the script. Imagine yourself in someone else's shoes, or consider viewpoints that challenge your own. This practice broadens your understanding and can lead to major improvement in your attitude. Embrace the negative visualization. You heard me right, I said negative. Visualizing success is great, but visualizing failure? That's some next-level attitude juju. Stoics did it for centuries, and it's time you tapped into it. This doesn't fuel pessimism. It prepares you for adversity and helps you cultivate gratitude for what you have. By embracing the possibility of setbacks, you develop a more resilient and appreciative attitude towards life. Practice selective disengagement. Look, life's too short to be surrounded by energy vampires. If something or someone's consistently dragging you down, it's time for a reality check. Drop them like a bad habit. This ain't quitting. It's taking control of your atmosphere. Your attitude needs space to breathe. Don't let anyone suffocate it. Practice self-compassion. You're no superhero, and you're definitely not flawless. So stop treating yourself like you've got to be perfect all the time. Embrace the glorious mess you are. That's real power. So give yourself a freaking break and your attitude's gonna soar. Master the art of constructive criticism. Your attitude towards criticism, both giving and receiving, shapes your growth. When providing feedback, approach it with empathy and a focus on improvement, not tearing their person down. And when receiving criticism, use it as a tool for growth rather than as a blow to your self-esteem. Develop a gratitude ritual for challenges. We often express gratitude for the good stuff, but what about the tough moments? Create a ritual where you express gratitude for the challenges you've faced. These challenges, after all, are your stepping stones to growth and resilience. Shifting your attitude towards difficulties can lead to a more empowered perspective on life. Identify your true values. This is a game changer. Take the time to identify your fundamental beliefs and principles. When you consciously align your choices and actions with your values, your attitude naturally gravitates towards authenticity and purpose. When your attitude syncs with your values, you're not just living, you're thriving. That's the attitude that'll bring you a sense of fulfillment and clarity. So here's the million-dollar question. What are you going to do with your attitude? Are you going to let it idle in neutral while life passes you by? Or are you do something about it? Attitude isn't a spectator sport. It's a full-contact, all-out, no-holds-barred battle for your future. But don't just take my word for it. I dare you to prove me wrong. I dare you to try out this attitude transformation and see if it doesn't make a difference. Oh, and when you do, when you see the results firsthand, come back here and drop a comment. I'm ready to hear it all, the victories, the struggles, the doubts. So, my challenge to you, make your move, shift that attitude,